Like a well-oiled machine. Oh, wait, we have to play the music. Where's that? All right, folks, welcome to a little bit behind the scenes while we search for the theme song, which is
coming any second now.
coming soon. We have this. Where is the theme song? All right, wait, hold on.
Forget it.
Oh my goodness. Here we go. And here we are. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Melrosians all around the world. My name is Tom Catalini.
And I'm Jen LeClaire.
And we're the last two standing here at Let's Talk Melrose. Melrose, which is a show where Melrosians talk to Melrosians about Melrose. Jen, where is everybody?
I believe Sam Hammer is at the Melrose Public Safety Buildings information meeting, learning more about the Public Safety Building project. And so we're going to let her report back next week because there's information that I don't know. I know they're sharing some new information about the cost structure and things like that. Okay. And Tom Shampoo, I believe, is at a historical commission meeting.
And so you and I are here holding
Melrosians doing important things.
You and I are at the most important meeting in Melrose right now. Let's Talk Melrose, where Melrosians talk to Melrosians about Melrose. This is a show for the regular people, the citizens who are mildly informed, totally curious, and anxious for some conversation.
That's right. But we're not going to be alone for long because we're going to be joined in a little while at the end of the show with our friends, Human Rights Commissioners Linda Apple and Doug DeBrielle, to talk about all of the great Pride programming that is coming up for the month of June through the Melrose Human Rights Commission and the Office of Mayor Paul Broder. So I'm excited to hear what they all have planned. And there's other events around town. So we're going to talk all about Pride in a little while.
That sounds great. Yeah, that's June, which is right around the corner. And we're wrapping up May now with the Memorial Day weekend. What did you do for Memorial Day weekend?
I hung out with you. Briefly, actually.
Too brief, all too brief.
I know. No, we stayed pretty close. I did not go to the parade. I do love a parade, but I did not go this year. I know there's always a lot of great Memorial Day programming happening. There's a decoration of the graves at Wyoming Cemetery. There's, of course, a fantastic parade. Mayor Gail Inferna plays taps at 4 different locations throughout the city. So yeah, the city does some beautiful programming around Memorial Day. But I missed all of it.
Yeah, I missed all of it as well. And but I was home. I was in Melrose, and it was just nice. So I was so excited on Friday because when everybody was saying, "What are you doing this weekend?" I was like, "Nothing. I'm staying home. We're not traveling anywhere. We're not doing anything." I did a lot of yard work. My yard is starting to look fantastic, if I do say so myself. Got the magic seeds from Trey Phillips, via Trey Phillips, the same ones that Dave Martin has. So
that's right. It's looking good around here.
It's looking good in Melrose, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very, very green. And so listen, I also promised a shout out we have some fans watching up in Burlington, Vermont.
Oh.
So yeah, Trevor Burt and Mia Catalini are watching. They called just before the show. And I said, well, you must be getting ready to watch the show, right? It's odd that you're calling at 8:29 when you're just about to tune into the show. So
right.
Hello.
They wanted to be sure. Yes. Hello. And congratulations also.
Yes.
We have a couple of Let's Talk Melrose graduates, Mia Catalini and Abby Shampoo. Congrats.
Yes.
And of course, our MHS class of 2023 is graduating on Friday. So shout out to them too. Tonight was the senior prom. So it's senior week. All kinds of stuff is happening. And hey, Mia.
Look at the profile photo with her.
I know, it's great. Congrats, Mia.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah, it was a really, really great time. So it was a great ceremony, great weather up there in Burlington, Vermont for the graduation. And Anyway, we're off and running. Here we go. Welcome to adulting.
Welcome to adulting.
It's not as easy as we make it look, Jen.
Right. Right.
All right.
All right. Time for
congratulations to Trevor too, who also graduated this month. All right, and to all the graduates out there, Melrose and beyond. All right. Are we doing this? Are we going right to the news? Is that the next?
Yeah.
Sorry. All right.
Do we know how?
Yes.
Okay.
Get ready.
We did it.
Welcome to the news segment of the show. So what is in the news, Jen?
Well, we already talked. I'm going to take this out. We already talked about the public safety building information session. Like we said, Sam, we're going to talk to Sam next week about what she learned from that. But in other public safety news, I do also know that the Melrose Police Department has added a mental health detective, which is a title I've never heard before, but it's clearly, I joke about it because putting detective on the end of it sounds odd to me, but it's a really important position. This person will oversee incidents involving substance abuse disorder and other mental health issues. It's also in partnership. There's also a co-response clinician in partnership with the Stoneham Police. And so together, this new team will respond to in-person calls for service involving mental health or substance misuse disorder when possible, and will offer follow-up care and community resources to those who've been involved in those types of incidents, with the hope being that it's a different kind of community policing, with the hope being that this kind of outreach limits repeat and unnecessary trips to the emergency room and unnecessary arrests for things that are not criminal necessarily. So Melrose, once again, so kudos to the Melrose Police Department and the city for adding some of those important services to the department.
Yeah, it's great news. It's really about getting the right resources to the front line. So the police aren't, the design isn't that they're necessarily well equipped for the full range of things they might run into. And so I think this is a great addition to the capacity to get right to the front line and maybe triage things a little bit differently and handle them more appropriately when they're faced with this wide range of challenges. So I think that's awesome news.
Right. I'll take the next one real quick, and then you should do the EV pop-up.
Okay.
So the Melrose Farmers Market, everybody should be excited. It's springtime. I planted my patio tomatoes not long ago. But while I'm still waiting for them to grow, I can start heading over to the Melrose Farmers Market beginning this Thursday. So
wow.
Opening day of the farmers market, which, as we know, is about a whole lot more than lettuce and tomatoes and carrots. It's one of the most vibrant weekly community gatherings of people for great locally sourced healthy food, and nonprofit and civic organizations are there, and music and art and entertainment and all kinds of vendors. It's just, they've really, shout out to the farmers market crew. They've really created a remarkable community, placemaking, placekeeping experience over there at the park. Every Thursday, Cedar Park, be there.
Yeah, it is really great. And there's prepared food as well. So even if you want to stop by and grab something for lunch, you can do that. There's music, like you said, and art. And it's a cool vibe over there. It's a beautiful park. It's a nice shady spot on a beautiful day. So that's exciting that's starting this week. Let's see. Okay, so you want me to cover this one. So one of the ways you could get to the farmers market is with your electric vehicle. And the city of Melrose and the Melrose Energy Commission are calling all electric vehicle owners to participate in the upcoming EV Showcase pop-up event. Jen, this is happening Saturday, June 10th from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., just prior to the Russell Park block party.
Oh, thank goodness.
And this is so earlier in the day. So go check out the EVs before the party, and then at the MHS parking lot on Linfells Parkway. Interested residents are invited to display their electric vehicle, hybrid vehicle, e-bike, scooter, motorcycle, blah, 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 share their knowledge. And it's just like an enthusiast event. It's an awesome time. And I have to say, I've been to this in the past, and it's really a lot of fun. And it's great what people are willing to, like, this is the bike that they bought and they ride it to work or whatever. And they're happy to share their enthusiasm and tell you all about it, and even let you try it.
Fall, just jump both feet off. Sam, get this for insurance purposes. Oh, Lord. Does it just go? No, just level it. Just level it. Just level it. Yep. Holy! Now lean forward and you go.
Lean forward? Yeah, you hold my hand.
Oh my God. You got it.
So as you can see, I've got quite a bit of experience with the electric vehicles, and we'll let you try them out. I don't know who's underwriting the insurance for this program, but apparently they'll let you try it out, and off you go. So that's a good event, and I am supposed to.
You're supposed to put the link in. So, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have you multitasking like crazy. You've got to put the link in, and then you've got to get our walk-up music ready, because we are ready to invite our guests.
Okay.
Human rights. Human rights commissioners.
How does Dance Pop sound?
You have to do all the things. You have to bring them on. You have to play the music.
Wait, that's not good music.
Gabrielle and Linda Apple. As soon as we can
here we go.
In the green room. We did it.
I don't know how to stop it, do you? All right.
Oh my gosh. Welcome, you guys. All right, welcome, Doug. Now you've really seen kind of what it's like around here.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very human.
Thank you for being here. I know you guys have been working hard, not only on Pride events, but Melrose Human Rights Commission. You are lately feels like one of the most active city boards and commissions. You've been doing a lot of great programming, so thank you for all the work that you both do. But today we have you. Oh, how did you do that?
Beautiful.
I'm pushing all the buttons, Jen. Yes. They left me the keys.
Yes, they did. Oh my gosh. So Melrose is about to kick off our Pride celebrations. Why don't you guys give us a sneak peek? First, tell us a little bit about the Human Rights Commission for anybody who doesn't know, and then we'll talk about some of what you guys have working on, and then we'll talk a little bit at the end about what we know some of the other partners in arts and culture are doing for Pride Week. There's a lot going on. I mean, Pride Month, sorry. Take it away.
Sure. Okay, so I'll kick it off. So the Human Rights Commission is the commission that's under the city, under Mayor Paul Broder's office, and we are the organization that really helps to support civil rights and human rights in upholding that and supporting that in the city with events and programs and cultural happenings and education. And we do everything from these events that we're going to talk about tonight to work with the GEM program at the high school, working with young people to the MLK Day event. So to get people involved in volunteering to, make our city better. So, and to the Pride events are, I think this is I don't even know what year this is that we've been supporting these. And I feel like it's even before I was on the commission, way before that. But we have two events in particular that we are supporting. The first one is this week on Thursday, June 1st. It's the Pride flag raising at City Hall. And I want to just give a shout out to our colleagues who have been doing the planning for this event. It's a real team effort. But they did an amazing job of sending out a survey, and we got a lot of responses. We got hundreds of people responding to the survey, really asking folks in the city what they wanted to see. And we got some great ideas. We got a lot of people who wanted to volunteer, which is amazing because these are huge events that, just a few people are putting on. So we got lots of volunteers, we got lots of great ideas, and so you'll hear about, Doug's going to talk about the big event on, that's our speaker who is going to be headlining the flag raising. This is
Ellen Ruthstrom, right? I read.
She's a Melrose member, and she's the executive director of an organization called Speak Out Boston. So she's the keynote speaker at the flag raising on June 1st. We're going to have, the dignitaries there, but she's really the keynote. So she's the headliner. And then after she speaks, we're going to have community members raise the flag. And that's really wonderful. They volunteered their time to do that. So it's a 6:30 on Thursday, June 1st. Come out to the Essex Street side of City Hall and help us to celebrate the flag raising.
Right from the farmers market to the flag raising. Bring your veggies. Come to the flag raising. Yeah.
What time's the flag raising again?
It's at 6:30.
Nice.
And we can put a link into. We have a lot of information on the city website.
Yep, we put a link in there.
Okay, so if you can put the link in there,
Yep,
and then I'm going to talk about the June 9th event at the BB Estate, which is sort of the signature event.
Awesome, thank you, Linda, and Tom. Thank you for the colorful background.
Yes.
It is the pride flag. I don't know how to get us out of the way, but it is the.
It's the updated version. Yeah. I can see on the sort of left, behind Tom and Linda, we've got the white, the pink, the blue, the brown, the black. Yeah, right. The progress flag. So thank you for that. The flag itself illustrates the evolution of, I'll say, consciousness in recognizing a greater inclusive effort. So just had to appreciate that. So on Friday, June 9th, at the BB Estate, be there, everyone. I'll just say that. There you go. Show up at the BB Estate on Friday, June 9th. Around 5 p.m. That's the start, and I think that you will have a good time no matter what. There will be food, there will be activities for the kids. I don't want to give it all away. Some of the traditional things, face painting, that it's sort of we have to, because like I have a 5-year-old and I know that she gets really drawn to face painting at any place that's available. She's got it. So there I think, based on some of the feedback that the survey helped sort of bring in, last year's Pride celebration, there was quite a bit of a strongly expressed desire from the community of Melrose to have a greater presence of individuals that identify as part of the LGBTQ plus community. And this year, I think, again, big shout out to the folks that have been doing the bulk of pulling the pieces together, pulling the different participants together. They've really done an amazing job, our colleagues, at listening to what the community is hoping for. And in that we have, I'd say, backed by popular demand, Girl Skull will be performing musically, and one of the members of the band will be emceeing the event.
Okay, now I heard about this band. I didn't see them last time, but I heard they were great. Give us a little bit of the gist of this band. It's unique, isn't it?
Yeah, it's unique. It's a bit of, I may get this wrong because I'm not very good at knowing my musical genres and whatnot, but I'd say sort of a punk, I'll say dynamic punk, somewhat loud, somewhat irreverent, and fun. and silly, I'd say, and serious too a little bit, but maybe serious and silly at the same time, if that makes sense. So, group
We
of,
get it.
group of
That's what
folks,
we
yeah,
are.
That's
Yeah.
our show.
like
That's our
just letting
brand.
it, just showing up, just showing up and being who they are at their core. And I think that may not be the musical genre that everyone's, we're not all drawn to the same musical genres yet. I think the essence of what Girl Scout brings is the truth of being authentic to being. And I think that's really cool, especially
I think people are attracted to that. Even I think
right?
that spans genres and a lot of other what you might think of as hurdles, right? People do recognize that, I think, and appreciate that in general.
Yeah, I mean, there's a phrase, I don't know if I can say it on air, but I'd like to quote the marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and she says, just show up, with a mouth.
Oh yeah.
And and I think that
You can say anything you want on this show. That's
sure, yeah. And that is the essence of this event, and it really is an event for everyone in the community to come together and appreciate the vibrance, the vibrance that this community brings in recognizing the struggles that the LGBTQ community has faced in this world, just in order to be who we are. I identify as a gay male, and I will say that it's an interesting journey to just live freely and openly in the city of Melrose with my husband and kid. It's like it took a lot of work, and it's a really nice place to be able to feel celebration of that effort. So come one, come all. There will be some dignitaries there as well, and most importantly, it'll be, I think, a fun and colorful celebration. You got to get the colorfulness in there.
Yeah.
Like folks from the high school, the young ones are involved. We've got Follow Your Art participating. We've got different, like Melrose Wakefield Hospital is participating. The library is participating. Just lots of folks coming together to participate. Again, I mean, the point people on this project really went above and beyond, and although it's the umbrella of the Human Rights Commission, just big shout out to the point people on this, because
thank you. And I also know I want to give a shout out too, like if you're wondering what you should wear to
there's merch.
There's merch is always amazing. So you can wear your Melrose Human Rights Commission Pride 2023 t-shirts. You guys were very smart to put the year on them so you can sell more next year. So next year's edition, but this year's 2023 edition was designed by Chiara Pieri, local artist. And there's this is outside the Human Rights Commission, but there's another local artist who works under the business name Birch Tree Knits. Alice Dunn Smith, I think is her full name. Birch Tree Knits has Pride knit wraps available on her website. Also, 50% of her proceeds go to the Trevor Project. So you can check that out. We have a link to her work on the Creative Alliance Facebook page. So those are some fun things that you can wear to all the Pride events around Melrose while supporting Pride and supporting our neighbors and supporting our local artists.
And
lots of color.
Yeah, can I just add, like what Doug, what you were saying about the partnerships, the community partnerships, they have been really integral and key to this event and to some of the other events that we've had this year. I think that's something that we're really working on as a commission, is to wrap our arms around all the community organizations in Melrose and our surrounding communities, to bring them into not only the planning process, but also to have that authentic voice from the communities that represent these events that we are hosting. So, as Doug said, some of the affinity group from Melrose Wakefield Hospital, that's a new partner for us. And that's just an amazing resource that we can, draw from and look to for this event and beyond. So I think it's just a great way to, bring these partnerships together and to support what they're doing and for them to support the community. So just want to say that.
Yeah, it's fantastic. yeah, your group has always and continues to do a great job of that. I think I often give the MLK month of service, and Sam also gives this example as a lot as the work you did, providing a scaffolding around bringing other groups programming into how they're celebrating Pride or MLK month, or some of the important events and milestones that we all rally around. So yeah. There are, I do want to give a shout out to some of the other arts and cultural events that are happening this month. There is no better way to bring community together, to find common ground, to spark conversation, to raise awareness than through arts and culture as a vehicle for that. So if you go to the Melrose Creative Alliance has published a full list of everything, what we think, everything that we know that's happening in Melrose. So some of those things, and you can sign up for our newsletter to get this delivered directly to you if you haven't done that already. But some of the things you're going to find in there this weekend, the Polymnia Choral Society is presenting Rocket Man, the music of Sir Elton John. As you guys mentioned, Follow Your Art Community Studios has programming at the June 9th Pride event. There is a Friends of the Fells Pride hike mid-month. Molly's Bookstore has book clubs and arts events happening this month. The Council on Aging has a film screening for seniors at the Milano Center. And then at the end of the month, the Farmers Market again will be hosting Pride at the Market, which they did last year, which was a phenomenal event. So that's happening at the end of the month, and they'll plug in kind of who their vendors and performers and things are as it gets closer. But that's just a snippet of some of the things that are going on around town.
So I posted the link in the comments, and what a great assembly here from Creative Alliance of all of the things happening in one spot. So if you didn't catch all that, click on the link, sign up for the newsletter, because it's all very well organized. This is wild. There's a lot of stuff. This is all right in Melrose. I was expecting some of this to be like nearby towns or so. This is all right in the 02176.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the Pride.
I was taking notes on some of the things.
Yeah,
to attend.
it's incredible over the past 5 years how much Pride and some of the other cultural events, but Pride in particular has really grown in Melrose to be a sort of an all-encompassing month of so many different activities that you can choose from, that range from, as what you were saying, Jen, it's like for young people and older people. And, we're so thankful that we have the BB Estate, and we're, working with the Milano Center. And then they have their own programming. So it's pretty incredible. It's really, it's heartening to see.
And I'd love to say, since Linda, since you and I are here with the Human Rights Commission, that, I'm going to leverage this platform to branch out beyond Pride right now, and we're about to enter Pride Month, June, as it is often termed, and also as the Human Rights Commission, we really do aim to honor and respect and educate ourselves, our community, on other important social cultural celebrations of importance. And because we're a small group of humans, there are things we miss. So, hey, community, if there are things that you want to see the Human Rights Commission doing more of, please let us know. And it's really easy access on the City of Melrose website. Just type in the Melrose Human Rights Commission. Our contact information is there. We all get the emails that are sent to the Melrose Human Rights Commission address. And we'd really love that type of input and feedback, as we're really trying to get better at creating those channels of communication with the community to hear what else do we want to celebrate. So sorry to pivot from Pride.
No, that's exactly appropriate. That's exactly appropriate. And I would just add, and do it nicely. You guys have made yourselves really, really available for feedback from the community. And Doug, that was a great pitch. So thank you. And I think also the work that you're doing is creating awareness and educating all of us on how we can be better supporters and better community members and better neighbors and better allies. Like you said, this month happens to be Pride Month, but this is work we can be doing all year long. And then, we have AAPI month, and there's, this is
Exactly.
the work that you're doing is about how we can all be better community members and better neighbors. And so thank you.
And just think about all the celebrations we get to share in, right? Like, how
Yeah,
fun is
again,
that, right? I mean, at the end of the day, I just like a good time. So,
yeah.
or I get to learn something, like intersection of learning and good time.
Right. Yeah. Learning and food and art. Just put it all together. It's a recipe for success. Yeah.
And, indigestion.
Yeah. Yes.
Maybe I'm too old these days and I got to be careful.
Right.
It's all great stuff. There's so much to celebrate. It's awesome. Thank you so much for joining us tonight and sharing all this and for all the work to make that happen. It really is. It's a blast to hear about and to participate in. So I want to go see Girl Scout on the 9th. That sounds like fun.
Yeah.
Be there.
We'll see you on the first. We'll see you on the 1st, and then looking forward
Thursday
to
the 1st. Yep.
All the rest of it. So thank you.
Awesome.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
all
thank you so much for having us.
All right, and we are going to gracefully end in a moment as soon as we figure out how to do that. Okay, and with all of that,
does Doug know about the dance off? Doug, you have to dance.
We dance at the end.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm going to get out of my chair for this one.
You are our people. You are.
I'm going to stretch. Okay.
That's a good idea. Why don't we stretch before this, Jen?
I'm gonna get it. All right, let's do it.
Okay, everyone. We'll see you around town.
Melrose.